I begin today by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which you are viewing this video today and pay my respects to their elders past and present. I extend that respect to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples who may be viewing. My name is Karen Goldsmith, National General Manager of the Planning Institute of Australia. Welcome to this overview of the Planning Institute of Australia's Awards for Planning Excellence 2024. This overview is designed to give potential award nominees a quick rundown of the awards program and submission process. By the end, we hope you'll have all the information you need to make your 2024 awards submission shine. Here's a little bit about what we'll discuss today: about the awards, how you can take part, some common questions, and tips on improving your submission. So let's dive in. Let's start off with what the awards are and why we run the program. The Awards for Planning Excellence is a national awards program that starts out seeking the best of planning in each Australian state and territory, with winning entries in relevant categories going on to be judged and commemorated on the national stage. The awards celebrate excellence and innovation in planning. They demonstrate leading practice, leadership, and achievement in planning and the planning profession. This creates a showcase of Australia's best planning for everyone, local, national, and international, to see what great planning is all about. At the core of the program, the awards are a chance to celebrate, recognise, and reward outstanding planners and planning. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of how you can take part in the awards this year. So the Planning Institute of Australia's website is your hub for awards information and entry. From the awards homepage, you can access your state or territory's tailored awards page, see the key dates and a checklist of steps to complete your entry. Download your state or territory's nomination guidelines booklet where one is available. Not all states or territories have a booklet. View all the available categories and their entry criteria, and complete your online nomination form, upload all your documents and images, and pay your submission fee if one applies. The webpage for your state or territory contains everything you need to know about the awards program, the categories, and criteria, including answers to frequently asked questions, such as, do I have to be a member of PIA to enter a project in the awards? You don't, unless the selection criteria require it, such as Planner of the Year or Young Planner of the Year. Can I enter in more than one category? Yes, but you need to address each category's specific criteria and pay each category's entry fees, if any apply. Will there be an awards and/or commendation in every category? Not necessarily. If none of the entries are judged as having reached the threshold of excellence to receive an award or commendation, then the category will pass unawarded. And other questions. But if you do have specific questions about a category or your entry, please contact your state or territory office. It also contains the terms and conditions of entry and important information about how we can use your entry material, project summary, and the images you give to us. You should be aware that when you submit images, we then have a right to use them as part of our marketing and media for the awards. I'll quickly touch on the consent process, which is also outlined in the nominations guidelines, but it would be good to clarify this here also. During submission, there is a two-step consent process. The first is a basic consent form required from everyone involved in the project, client, initiating body, etc. The second is regarding a license to grant PIA use of the material. If the nominator already has the license to do so, then no further action is required. Otherwise, the nominator should ask rights holders to complete a license form to accompany the nomination. All forms and information are provided on your state or territory's awards web pages. The key to a well-written nomination is providing the judges with specific information, illustrating how the individuals or groups' accomplishments demonstrate leading practice, leadership, and achievement in planning and the planning profession. Now, here are some hints and tips for preparing quality award nominations. Don't spend time, money, or effort on fancy brochures or graphic design nomination material. The judges are more interested in the quality and robustness of the written content addressing the selection criteria. Similarly, avoid getting a PR company to write your nomination for you. We've found those nominations are generally not as successful as those with involvement from someone who knows the intimate details of the project. Be succinct and precise with the materials you're submitting and stick to the word count. The judges generally won't view material that is beyond the count. On the topic of word count, we'd like to reassure you that 2,500 maximum is simply that, a maximum. You can provide less if you wish. Prepare your nomination in a sequenced and logical format. Write short sentences that are concise and give specific detail. Focus on the excellence and innovation aspects of your project. Highlight the project's uniqueness, transferability, and the planning outcomes that were achieved. Judges don't want to read nominations about how a project just followed standard process or procedures. They want to see what makes the entry outstanding in its field. Support the opening statements with specific examples that address the respective category criteria and elaborate on why the nominee's accomplishments or project is worthy of the award. For example, demonstrate why the project is leading practice. Does it introduce an original concept or refinement of an existing technique or procedure? Does it hold importance to the profession and portability of ideas and ease with which they can be accepted? What were the outcomes or results? Talk about challenges that were resolved. We all know planning can be a hotly contested space, and we often come up against challenges through the project. Initial objectives of project change, dealing with community consultation, and how that might change a particular project or outcomes at the time. So talking through some of these is really important. If it's a person category such as Young Planner of the Year, focus on the person's recent achievements above and beyond their day-to-day job. Include qualities that make this person outstanding and that are clearly relevant to the award criteria. For example, contribution, team building, collaboration, initiative, and leadership. Support your nomination with your own observations, as well as qualitative facts, statistics, metrics, etc., where available. For example, it might be how you've gone about community engagement and how the outcomes of those processes have helped shape the project. Or if your entry is for the improving planning processes and practices category, maybe there are some metrics or statistics that talk about how that project has improved a particular planning process or outcome. Where you can demonstrate some of these statistics, it really helps the judges in reviewing your nomination. You can incorporate images and photos into the submission. You will also need to provide them as separate image files that can be used in promotion and marketing. Letters of support and testimonials can be submitted with your nomination and don't count towards the overall word count. Now, if you're ready to get started, head to the PIA Awards page for your state or territory and check out the categories, FAQs, and T's and C's. The web page will outline all the steps you need to follow to submit your nomination. If you have any questions that aren't answered by your state or territory's webpage, please feel free to contact your local PIA office. Thank you for your interest, and we wish you all the best with your nominations.